Mag dump!
Oh, I'm so glad we had your mag dump there.
It's here too.
Oh, look at that.
Woo!
Yeah, ranked has a completely different meta to like scrims.
I just got hit around a corner.
You can't come out. I have my ultimate up. Hey, what's going on everybody? Today's main topic is 7. Yes, the edgelord himself, trying to steal the spotlight from Androxus, is finally making his official appearance. The update went live on PTS servers for testing right after the HRX reveal, and I've gotten to play him myself for quite a while. Now you might be saying, Raven, you're late to the topic again. And yeah, that's true, I guess. But I mean, what did you expect? It's literally me. It's what I do. Come on now. But now that he's about to officially be released, I thought I'd take a quick look at what he's about, his strength, counter potential, and many other things during this review. But first, let's just start off by saying, boy does he look aesthetically pleasing. Evil Mojo has slapped on several skins for him already, and my favorite has to be either the gold one or the one that they desperately don't want you comparing to Red Hood.
I'm not asking you to kick in with me. I'm telling you.
Those pesky DC lawyers are known to be pretty hardcore. Looks aside, his main weapon is a semi-auto weapon that has 3 modes, the main one being a semi-automatic, a burst mode, and a mag dump mode. So let's look at the semi-automatic. The DPS on it is lacking, to say the least. It feels more like a pea shooter, and you definitely won't be 1v1ing any flanks or, well, even DPS with that mode. And before you say that it was buffed, I know, it still sucks. The triple burst mode was a bit better, and if you land every shot consistently, you do have a chance of fragging out, at least when at medium range. But that's just it. In the time it takes you to do that, Asante will be able to 3-shot you, and Andro will be able to double tap you, and that applies for pretty much every single other DPS and flank. Why? It's a combination of your low DPS and your health bar being pretty much non-existent. I don't know why they decided to make him as squishy as he is, but it is what it is. But now for a word from our sponsor. Do you like mobile games? Do you like games with SRPG elements and great graphics? Well, you're in luck. Today's video sponsor is none other than Ace Defender. From tower defense to monster battles, this game has it all. Are you feeling lazy? No worries, there's also an option for idle content. It has 48 heroes to choose from, with 2 added every 2 weeks, all having their own deep backstory along with 40+ campaign chapters. Level up your heroes, equip them with gear, and create your very own lineup to take on any of the game's content. From PvP to PvE, this game has it all. If you're in a hurry, you can even select a higher gameplay speed, up to 4 times of the original. They have even released a powerful new hero named Brenda, who has the ability to deal massive amounts of damage in both PvP and PvE content. The devs are also releasing a new form of content called Realm Deities, in which you'll be able to build your own castle, develop tech, and train your soldiers to conquer everything in your path. All this for great rewards, be it alone or even with allies. So what are you waiting for? Join Ace Defenders today by clicking the link in the description below. New users who download the game from the link will get 10 Royal Recruit tickets after completing Chapter 2, Level 8. You can use these tickets by clicking Sky City, Tavern, and recruit 10 times. Thank you Ace Defenders for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to it. So is there no hope for his damage? Does he just suck overall? Well, not really. His third mode is by far the most useful of them all. If you play a hyper-aggressive playstyle, pulling enemies towards you or trying to pull yourself towards them, be always in their face. Invade their personal space. The mag dump mode will actually make you feel like you're playing a shotgun character, and it has this neat bonus of just looking hilarious.
Hey, full auto in building, bro.
I'm not full auto, it's not full auto.
That's not full auto?
This is.
Damn, bro. Okay.
I've learned how to play this character. You just smash your keyboard.
And not get run down by a turbo Drover, man. Nah.
That sounds like a good plan. Massive. Gonna silence him afterwards. He's having a great time.
Now for this to work, you'll need a certain loadout that will help you land all of your shots, or at least land them consistently. The best one I've come up with so far is this. Rapid Response at 5 to decrease the annoying recoil of your weapon, Unknown Caller at 5 to increase your reload speed and have Deft Hands 2 be enough for a full-on never-ending minigun, and Terror 3 for a better overall hook. Now this loadout will allow you to reload your clip extremely fast, paired with Deft Hands that will even be more silly, giving you incredible burst potential while being super mobile. Only thing you need to remember is that you must be invading the enemy's personal space at all times. You get a double support or a Torvald with this, and you're good.
I just make aggression an item again.
Wait, wait, go away!
That's not saying, man.
Sheesh!
Aggression should be item.
You too? I'm aiming at your head!
He's a
Grover,
support and you're a
why
flank.
are you committing this? You weird champ.
Silence is so hilarious, man.
Aside from that, just play around walls and other obstacles, since your HP is a little bit on the low side. This mag dump mode will also counter any tank you come across, so enjoy watching their HP vanish so fast you might as well call yourself Houdini.
There we go.
But is there any other playstyle besides this? The answer to that question is not as simple as it might seem, because on one side, yes, there are several other playstyles, like the more popular Hook one and Dash Reset, the Semi-Auto Speed one, or the Damage Reduction Spider-Man wannabe build, but on the other side, they are completely useless, and I didn't run into anyone using them that did well at the end of the match. I used them myself and felt miserable, because nothing was ever dying, and most eliminations I received were kill steals. Now I know what you might be saying, Raven, that's what you do anyways all the time. This is true, but you see, yes, as for the damage reduction everybody was so shocked by, it sucks, because every single CC and blast character will knock you off the wall and it will instantly go away. A playstyle isn't good if 80% of the in-game characters counter it, but they were fun to play. If there were no enemies and I was playing a platformer game, which Paladins, surprise surprise, is not. Or well, it was, but yeah, it's complicated. The times in which Invis Spider-Man build worked, being very few and far apart, were still really fun.
Can't see me?
Okay.
They're fucking engaged, just for sure.
I'm out though.
And I truly believe that they can make this mechanic work, but they definitely need to work on it a little bit more, like allowing him to stick to walls without being knocked off. What I'm saying is that he still needs a lot of work for his other playstyles to work properly. Will Evil Mojo give him a little buff? I don't know. We will have to wait and see. For his talents, we have Tribunal Upgrades, Overcharged, and Spring Loaded. But here's the unique part about this character. This time you can pick any of them. Isn't that great? But the reason is, they are all, meh. The first one gives you some extra CC and a small damage tick, one that's really not that noticeable. The second one, while making your ult more useful, still sucks because you're never going to hit it with the high wind-up time. And the third one is a wannabe Sati decoy spam talent, which could actually have potential, but it's currently buggy in PTS and the bombs won't always go off. But enough of that, let's take a look at his skills. And here I'm actually pretty satisfied. His main movement ability is the grappling hook. I was hoping it would carry over the momentum when you use it, and it does! So running the hook reset loadout, you can just bunny hop and fly all over the map. It feels amazing! You can also use the grappling hook to pull enemies closer to you, or if it's a tank, you will pull yourself closer to them. Get over here! Great Escape tool can be used as an offensive one to engage battles. Just good.
Whee! Hey guys, I got a good position. Look at me.
Let's go.
Oh no.
It's amazing at touching point even at the last second if the enemy dismounts you. However, in classic high-res fashion, they also bugged out the grappling hook, and this time it's somehow worse than Grover, allowing you to launch yourself straight up to the moon.
What? Woo! Let's go, boys!
Holy shit.
Seriously, you go so high that even Elon Musk would be put to shame. SpaceX who?
That's unreal.
But then they decided to give him a second escape ability, Explosive Dodge. And this one is incredible as well. You dash in any direction you choose and leave behind a pile of bombs. The bombs actually do a decent amount of damage on their own and can be made even stronger with a larger explosion radius. So we can clearly see they were thinking that the player would be able to constantly get away from the enemies, and that's how they justify such a low HP bar. And yes, you can. But your base damage isn't enough for you to actually be impactful. So what ends up happening is you just keep running around the map doing miserable damage, and eventually you're gonna meet your match. For his final skill, we have the ultimate.
Definitely. That's what they all say.
Oh yeah, mom.
Oh no.
Nice.
Yeah, this one's just depressing. I remember watching this live and everyone felt the same. The ultimate is a huge letdown and a flank champion should have a good burst potential one so they can, I don't know, take down the target they're hunting. But more CC and you can simply be killed while standing there like a moron?
Just as serious, whatever.
One eternity later.
For what feels like hours, because apparently they had to give it such a long wind-up time. Well, at least it's funny to watch the enemies do the moonwalk as they slowly transform into a budget version of Michael Jackson. The second talent does change the ultimate into a damage-based one, but as I mentioned before, it's still pretty bad. The only situation I see it being used in is against very slow tanks, because everybody else will just run away by the time you're ready to use it. It's like High Noon from Overwatch, but if it sucked even more, which if you've ever played Overwatch is quite surprising. Sometimes this ultimate straight up doesn't work at all.
Breakfast is ready. Booming.
Oh,
Hang on a second.
where is Octavia? Oh no.
Yago's got E.
I'm
Stuck!
That ult is so dumb.
7 just feels clunky. All that said and done, let's take a look at the smaller points. The voice actor for this character fits perfectly.
Did any of your studies prepare you for me?
Amazing work. Sound design on his kit is pretty crisp. And the lore is the same as usual. Disappointing.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
It's basically he guy that kill things. I thought we already had an assassin. But I guess creativity runs low these days. Listen, new gimmicks are hard to make, I get it. But don't claim to care so much about the lore if this is what comes out at the end of the day. This little snippet. Anyways, what's my final score for this Hooded Grim Reaper? At the moment, it's 5 out of 10 DC Comics takedown notices. They made a pretty fun champion with great mobility, but gave him the wrong weapon for the playstyle. He should have had a powerful silenced pistol or some close-range shotgun plus sniper rifle mode, I don't know. I'm not the dev here. His ultimate should have been something more deadly, as he's supposed to be this hardcore executioner with high precision, but as of right now, he's a mag-go brrr type of character. The aim part is just not needed.
Does he have stun? Why is he using stun?
I don't
What a
know.
silly, silly man.
What a goofy guy.
We have a small boy behind us.
No! I almost pop it off!
Damn, 7 sucks.
When it comes down to it, I don't think his kit is the only thing to blame. The recent changes in Paladins have only made the support and double tank meta even stronger, while still having so many high burst champions. He would have been a fine addition, but if it was Paladins 4 years ago, it's definitely easier to just buff his overall damage and rework some of his cards and talents, and I do hope that Evil Mojo do go with that route, but I have an even bigger hope that they finally end this sustain and tank meta. It's the most boring Paladins has ever been, at least in my personal opinion. If you don't take one thing from Overwatch, let it be GOAT's meta. You don't want it. Nobody wants it. 7 is a pretty okay flank at the end of the day. He's good at targeting such champions as Kinessa.
I need a sterile bandage, please. I'm dying.
Woo! Sheesh!
They call me Speed of Sound Sonic.
If someone says sheesh one more time, I'm leaving.
I'm dead.
I mean, you just straight up bully them. Low HP fleeing targets, or anyone that likes to stay in the back line.
Where's my
get it.
Google?
Raven's behind you.
Smash the bully.
Where's the
Yeah,
Raven?
thanks for the warning. I was already dead.
Where is the Robin? Where is the Robin? Oh, hi.
Not gonna lie, kind of
Bad placement. No, please!
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the moment in it.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
No!
Yes!
No!
There's 2 DPS. Bye-bye. Oh my. Power in the corner.
But that's the problem. Unless they were already hurt by somebody else, you don't really stand a chance of dueling them on your own. And that's very unflank-like for what we currently have in Androxus, Buck, Maeve, all these high-risk but high-reward champions. With 7, it's just all risk. The only reason I personally like him is the extremely high mobility. It really is something refreshing in such a slow-paced game as Paladins, and I think it's amazing. I hope they add more and more of this kind of mobility, and I really enjoyed the grappling hook bug, or well, feature.
I'm coming!
But the ult, it just sucks. At least it can be made into a laser so you can 360 spin and look cool as you stare at the enemy for a hot minute, and that's honestly all there is to say about our new edgy boy. If you truly want my opinion, I would not waste my gold on him if you're low on it now, and just wait until we receive some decent buffs for the champion, or we can find an unintentional way to abuse him. Seems like that tends to be the case for a lot of Paladins champions.
Hi, Raventric.
Now I'd like to shout out my patrons, 10k, Try Die Repeat, and the rest of these lovely people on screen, along with the description below. As always, if you guys would like a friendly gaming community to join, check out our Discord server. It'll be in the description below as well, and there will be other links to my various social medias. I'd really appreciate it if you drop by and say hi, or see what I'm up to next. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike. That's it for this one, and I hope to see you in the next video.